1,000 subscribers! Yay! I cannot believe that 1,000 people actually listen to me talk about bullet journaling and productivity. This is messy. I don't think about consequences. So I'm super happy that that happened today. And so of course we have to have a video. So today's video, we are going to talk about habits and habit tracking in our bullet journals. So let us do that now, shall we? Let's go down here. We have my Frankenlog for February. This is my monthly spread. And every month I have a little line here that I use to track habits. Each you'll see the dates are alongside here, and for each day of the month there is a little gray box. Sorry, I meant shy black. I only use black in my bullet journal. Thank you very much. And there's some lines in each one of those in a fancy lightning bolt. We'll get to that later. If you go down here, you can see that there's a little key. And so for each day of the week, I can track 4 different habits. Right? Boom, 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 boom. And then if I get them all, it's a star day. I can even put a little dot there. If I wanted to have a 5th habit that I was going to track, I could do that like by using a little dot in the middle of them all, right? And so this is a very compact and convenient way of tracking my habits here in my monthly log, which is great because then I don't have to have another page. I don't have to do anything fancy. I've also learned over the time that I've been using this system that I can, if I'm looking to find information on a specific one, even though it looks kind of busy at first glance, if you look down here, and I just say I want to look at the days that I was doing create. Create means like working on a model or writing something or, you know, whatever, being creative. I can look and I just focus my eye on that particular thing. Well, clearly it's been a creative week, month, so that's been easy. So what about meditation? Meditation is the backslash, right? But once I just train my eye to look for the backslash, it's super easy for me to go through here and find what I'm looking for to see how I'm doing with that particular habit. Habit. Let's talk about that. So there's 2 ways I see that we in the BuJo folks, us BuJo Bandits, we tend to use our habit trackers. One of them is to, well, maybe 3. So there's tracking things we already know we're going to do, and that's not that helpful. Maybe we just like doing that, and I guess that's fine. What I do here is, these aren't things I have to do every day, but they're things I'd like to do every day. And it's great to see, you know, the days that I did it and what those days were like, you know, what happened during those days. I can look at my dirty dailies. So I write the page for my dirty daily, right here. So I know where to go to look at my daily log for that day. That's a new feature. That's in Frankenlog version 1.6. And so the way I'm using this is just to sort of get an overview of the habits that I'm trying to do. The better way, arguably, of using a habit tracker is to help us to really pick one thing. Like, that's the thing. If I was really trying to do all of those things, it's not great to pick 4 things at once. We know now that that's why New Year's resolutions fail, right? We pick too much and try to do it all at once, and therefore, if I'm not getting a star day every day, I'm doing it wrong, and so the effort goes away. I say so incredibly often. Anywho, so... am I going to burp? I feel like I'm going to burp. That was gross. If I was a regular YouTuber, I would edit that. But we're not going to. Moving on. Let me get all the confetti out of here. If I really want to start doing a new habit, then I pick one. Because here's the thing. We call it habit trackers, but we don't actually track habits. We track things we want to become habits. Somebody once asked Dwayne Johnson, right, The Rock, they said to him, how do you have the willpower to get up every morning and go to the gym? And he said it requires none, because it's a habit. He doesn't have to think about it. I have a couple of bad discs, and so when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do, I get out of bed, I fall on the floor, and I do my back exercises. Maybe I go to the bathroom first. But I don't have to think about it. It doesn't require any effort or willpower whatsoever. I'm guaranteed to do it. It happens every single morning without fail. So that's a habit. You'll notice that I don't have back stretches as a habit on my habit tracker because there's no point in tracking it. It's already a habit. It's going to happen. So the best use for us of a habit tracker is not to track things that we are doing, but rather to track the things that we want to do and to make into habits. And if we're going to do it the most effective way, it's picking a single thing and then using our habit tracker to make sure we do that every single day. The legend goes that Jerry Seinfeld was the one that told somebody, if you want to be a good comedian, you got to write jokes every day. So every day you write jokes, you put an X on your calendar, and then you don't break that chain no matter what. You always work to keep that chain going. And by keeping that chain, we get to see the progress, and we develop that habit over time. And James Clear in his book Atomic Habits actually does have a more specific information, like actual information about how long it takes for a habit to develop, because whatever that anecdotal number is, 30 days, 60 days, whatever it is, it's not true. He's got a little more concrete information on that. But by doing that, then a little bit at a time, by making one small change, we can start working towards being the person we want to be, right? Because that's the point of all this. The point is because we know that there's a better way to be, or things that we want to do that would improve our life. If I was going to really try to have myself do everything that's on my habit tracker, exercise probably wouldn't be a daily habit to do, because especially now when it's like none degrees outside and there's nowhere to go and there's a pandemic and time is tight, it's hard to find time to exercise. So I probably wouldn't have that expectation. Same with being creative. It's not always possible in a day to be creative, but it's always possible to take 10 minutes to meditate, and it's always possible to get 7 hours of sleep, almost always. And if I didn't go to bed with electronic devices, I would get enough sleep. Like, that's my problem. This is how I know it's time to go to sleep, because I have my device, and here's how I know. I'm like this. Ow. That kind of hurt. Anyways, so if I really wanted to do that one thing, I would focus on those. And if I want to track those other things, that's okay, because I don't think what my habit tracker has on it is as important as the actual habit that I'm doing, right? If the habit tracker isn't serving that purpose, then I might not use it at all, right? And I won't use it for things like, personally, brushing my teeth, doing my back stretches. These are things I'm definitely going to do. However, I understand that some people are also challenged because of depression or other mental health challenges that maybe they do need to track whether they brushed their teeth or took a shower, because that's hard for them. That's something that they're working on. So I get that. But my hope is, by sharing with you guys the way that I use Frankenlog to do this little habit tracking system, it'll give you guys some ideas for how you want to do your own. And, hopefully provide you with some information on how to track your... I am a mental health counselor by trade. I'm not a specialist in habit forming or anything like that. But I do, know a little bit about how people think. And I do know that a little bit is better than a lot. Just small changes over time are a lot more manageable and feel great when we start doing them. And one day that habit, that goal becomes a habit, and it really becomes something that we do regularly. And then we're that much closer to being who we want to be. And this is just another way that bullet journaling has been so helpful to me to see the patterns in my life and to make things better. So 1,000 subscribers, that's amazing. Thank you to everybody who has subbed. Tell your people about me. Look what I did for you guys. Huh? This is commitment. This is a mess. Thank you again. And I'm gonna stop talking now because I've run out of things to say. Hopefully this was helpful to you. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys on the Facebook group. I will see you on Frankenlog.com. And I'll see you here for more productivity stuff and things. And with this high quality of production value. Super tight, right? Like, whew, transitions are awesome. Check this out. Bam. Oh my God. That was like Adobe Premiere eat your heart out. Okay, guys. I'll talk to you later.